Let's get ready to rumble! It is time for the Battle Royale. Hey guys, I'm DeoGenZ. Welcome to my Let's Play Pokemon Rumble. The theme for this Battle Royale is opponents, strong opponents that we're seeing the silhouettes of. Wonder who that ghosty ghost is, Gengar. What did I say? The theme for this is Pokemon that evolve through trading. And now that I realize that we are only seeing Pokemon here from the first generation, I think that's pretty cool. Question I am really wondering, though, is with the amount of gameplay here and the amount of spamming that goes on, why can't we have all four of the generations? You'll see later on through this walkthrough, because I have played through this game once before by myself, not recording or anything like that. But I have found that you can see 4th gen Pokemon as well in the kind of alternative, harder mode, which we definitely will be taking a stab at, or taking a spam at, I guess would be the better term for it. And yeah, I want to do this pretty complete, even though I'm not putting as much work into it as, say, my Pokemon Crystal walkthrough. Still, I have these LPs have started to grow on me, my wonderful grammar, because it's kind of just my time to chat with my viewers here and play some Pokemon. A lot of the times my walkthroughs, they have to be hella informative because it's a walkthrough. It's not just a let's play. We're not just playing through the game. I'm trying to give you some helpful tips and lead you through the game. This way, if you're stuck at a particular area, whether it's at the beginning or right when you need to get your Master Ball, I'm there for you and you can check in with it. And that's why I make playlists of all the walkthroughs too, including this one, which I have to update big time. So that's pretty cool, but I want to just note that this footage you're seeing here is still from the DVD recorder, because when I was recording with that, when I had that in my possession, you know, I kind of went on a marathon spree of just recording stuff. And one of the footage reels that I got tons and tons of footage of, because Pokemon Rumble is really not that difficult and you can spam your way to the top fairly quickly. You know, I got a lot of footage of that from the DVD recorder. So even though I have my hoppage and it's finally working with all the right cables and all that bullshit, you know, that's all squared away. Even though I have that, it's not going to be transmitted to it until I run out of the DVD captured footage, which I honestly can't tell you how many more episodes of that we have going on. But really, the quality's not so bad. I don't even know if people noticed the slightly enhanced quality. I mean, oh, excuse me, you know, originally I was a big skeptic of HD, and I thought, looking at studies from people who were placed in front of HD TVs and placed in front of standard defs and then told, you know, find which one is really HD, and about 80% of them couldn't tell the difference. I thought, wow, this HD thing is bogus. You know, I never bothered to get those HDMI cables for the Wii, thinking how much better could it make my Wii look. But once I did, because I was forced to by the hoppage, and funny story for that today, talking about my capture card curse. And but you know, when I was forced to by the hoppage, that was actually a good forceful move, you know, and I was quite all right with doing it because it really made a significant difference. It even oh man, what does it do? It does some kind of basically it does like an upscaling of the GameCube games too. I forget what it's called. It's oh, progressive scan. That's right. It also does progressive scan of GameCube games, so even they look increased in graphical quality. So that is pretty cool, and I definitely appreciate that. So I don't know if you're going to notice a big shift when we do start using the hoppage's captures, because that thing is beautiful in recording. It just records and while you play, and it's so hassle-free. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. But by now the review is up, so you probably know what I think of it. But here is a little bit of insight into the history of me trying to capture gameplay for the internet. And I'm just going to be giving you my capture card curse, not the whole why I became a Let's Player story. But I think it was about maybe 3 years ago. I wanted to record footage for Nintendo Radio reviews, and I tried very hard with my camcorder on my tube TV, my Sony Trinitron, excuse me. And of course the quality came out abominable. I mean, black fuzz bars, and if anybody was with Nintendo Radio, you know what it was all about. Crappy quality, good commentary, but now I've evened the playing field and I have both. And apparently some people just listen to this Pokemon Rumble LP and don't even watch the whole graphical thing going on here because they find it too boring. But hey, whatever floats your boat. If I can tell some good stories for you once a day, twice a day, however many times you watch my videos and in what order, then more props to you. That's what I intend to do, entertain you. So, so I tried about 3 years ago to figure that out, and with little success in the camcorder department. And I tried everything. I tried lowering the brightness on my TV. That kind of did some good, and I actually did upload some things that you guys actually commented on, and that was even in the camcorder trial days. And then my friend Matt Goldsman, who's been on this wild ride with me through Capture Card Custom since the beginning pretty much, he lent me his capture card, which was an old Pinnacle device, but that had no effect. It was not very effective, not even effective at all, and it didn't work. It didn't have the drivers, and he couldn't find them, so that was out of the question. So then I do a little research, and I find last year the Blitzbox. I do some research into it, and it looks like a working product. It looks like it's got some backing, it has some reviews, it's got some tutorial setups, and looks like this thing is a real device. Looks legit, right? Okay. So I get myself a Blitzbox, and what happens? It doesn't work. It doesn't transmit on the TV, and it doesn't output to the computer. All you can hear is this kind of, or all you can see in here is all this fuzz with a very faint Wii menu in the background, and nothing on the TV, and just that unillegible fuzz, if that's even a term, unillegible. Sure, we're going to make it a term now. Use it at home, kids. Use it on tests. You'll get it wrong. Anyway, so unintelligible, and so that didn't work. And I was calling the guy, or not calling the guy, but I was emailing the guy a lot of time. I think it was about a month I was emailing the guy for, and he asked so many stupid questions. I don't think he asked one productive question or anything like that. Didn't offer me any alternate drivers or any computer info or anything like that. It's like the guy barely knew the device himself. He kept having to email to me, let me check the logs on that, and that's all his emails would be comprised of. A whole email of telling me, yeah, I gotta check the logs, but I guess the logs aren't right next to me right now, so yeah, just letting you know I'm gonna look in them. Like, gee, thanks, dude. Great, my capture card's still busted. And, I didn't want to get some capture card that is really, really, really high-end or anything like that to where I'd have to install it into my computer, because, quite frankly, I don't need that for the Wii. And the captures that I get now are damn near perfect. They're actually higher quality than most Wii captures on YouTube, so that's pretty good. The hoppage does produce. But, so we come to the conclusion the Blitzbox is a bust, and he sends me a new one. This one does the same exact thing, except this time I don't even get fuzz on the screen, the computer screen, or anything like that, or faint noise. I just get complete darkness, nothing. Actually, no, wait. No, actually, that's half true. It actually, what it did was it would transmit to the TV, but it would transmit nothing to the computer. That's it. So, yeah, wonderful. I can put this through the port so I don't have to plug it into the port of my TV. Wonderful. It's useless. Useless, absolutely useless. So that didn't work, and that was the second one. And at the time, and currently still, I worked for Gamerscast, so I did a review of the device, even though at the time and now I don't, but I did game reviews. I did a product review of the device and gave it like a 3.0. And said that I would keep it a 3.0 because at least the guys have been talking to me, so I'll give them credit for that. And maybe I'm just having a string of bad luck. But after that, they never got back to my emails. Never. And I have a sneaking suspicion that they may have seen that video. I don't know. It's just, if you look at some of the comments on there, there's one weird one that says, great review, yeah, blah, 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 horrible product. And hold on a second. My cat was walking in front of the screen there. Sorry. But, yeah, great review, horrible product. But, hey, if you want to check out the hoppage, go to the blah, blah, blah YouTube. And it was the main YouTube of hoppage. So I was like, trying to redeem some assets that I lost you there, huh? Remember when I said consumers have the power? Well, there's a prime example of it. So that didn't work last year, and now I got the hoppage for this year, and it didn't work at first. It only transmitted my Wii footage out to the computer in black and white with no sound. And that had to do with the actual cables that came with the Wii. And if you heard the review and you heard all that I had to say about it, you will know too. So go check that out. And thankfully my capture card curse is complete and done.